everybody. So today, as you can see, I just cut my hair. I didn't add any layers to it. I normally would, but the last time I cut it, the layers came out more dramatic than I wanted them to, so I just wanted to take some length off without adding any layers. So this video is just going to show you how to cut your own hair just when you want to take length off, not when you want to add fancy layers or anything to that, like that. That's coming, I promise. But yeah, just keep watching and I'll show you how I cut my own hair.
I like to start with my hair wet so that it just lays a little bit more smoothly. And regardless of how you normally part your hair, I normally part mine on the side, but you want to part it down the middle for this so that you have two even sides to work with. Might not be a bad idea to clip up the two sides loosely with jaw clips or something when you're working with them. I didn't do that here, but probably would have made things easier. You'll need a comb or a brush. I usually find that a fine tooth comb works best. You'll need hair clips or bobby pins. If you're going to use hair clips, make sure that they're skinnier or narrower ones so that you don't have these big, huge clips to work around. Need hair scissors. These were $10 at Walmart. Do your hair a favor, make sure they're actual hair scissors, not craft scissors or paper scissors. And a wastebasket. So once you've got your hair parted down the middle evenly and all combed out, you want to take a strand of hair. Obviously, if my hair was all one length, I would be taking the front strand of it, but I'm working around the layers, so I'm just taking the furthest forward of the longest strands of my hair. And you just put a clip in your hair right where you want to cut it, whether that's an inch up or several inches up off your hair. Make sure you've got a thick enough section of hair that the hair clip isn't going to get loose and slide. And then you just do the same thing on the other side. Bring the furthest forward strand of hair that you're going to cut forward and mark it off where you're going to cut it with the other hair clip. And just make sure you've got the two hair clips even. This just gives you a good visual aid so that you know exactly where you cut each strand of hair. Otherwise, you're going to be tugging at it and trying to guess how long it's going to be when it springs back up after being cut. And then just take your hair scissors and snip off right at that hair clip. You can either do it vertically like this so that you get a more natural, even look, or if that's not working as well, you can also hold the scissors vertically like you'll see me do here, or hold the scissors horizontally and cut straight across, and then hold the scissors vertically. See, first you hold them horizontally like this, just to shorten the hair that you're working with. And then I go back and snip it just a little bit vertically to even it out and give it that more natural look so it doesn't look like I was just whacking at it with my scissors. And there you've got your first guide strand. Just want to make sure there aren't any strays in there that still need to be cut. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side of your head. Just cut the hair right at where you put the hair clip. You should have two even guide strands, one on each side of your head. Again, I hold the scissors horizontally and cut off just the length, and then use the scissors vertically to get a more natural look. Get that little stray strand there. And then I've got my 2 guide strands. So really what I'm going to be doing is just cutting the rest of my hair to the same length as these guide strands. So I bring forward another section of hair. I have abnormally thick hair, so I'm bringing forward pretty big sections. Most people would probably work in smaller sections. Just smooth it out and try to get it to the same length as that guide strand. Make sure you're holding it over the wastebasket. Hair's not always easy to clean up. As you can probably guess, this isn't something you want to do when you don't have much time or if you're too tired to care about details. It's really taking the time and being meticulous that's going to make the difference between looking like you actually cut your hair yourself and looking like you had it done in a professional salon. This works great for long to medium length hair like I have. If you want to cut your hair super short above your shoulders, then you'll probably want to have a friend help you just because you aren't going to be able to reach the strands in the back and see them. So you want to have a friend who can do the back strands. Again, just pulling another strand forward and cutting it to the same length as that guide strand. It's really important that when you part your hair down the middle that it stays parted throughout this whole process. Otherwise, if you, for instance, have a strand that was parted over to the left side and you accidentally pull it over to the right side and cut it using the right guide strand, it's probably going to end up a lot shorter than the rest of your hair. So you'll have this little short chunk just hanging there in the back of your head. Just hold the scissors vertically and even it out. Finally, on my last strand, I think this whole process took about 45 minutes. I've been doing it for a while, so it might take a beginner a little bit longer. Obviously, I had to wash that shirt after doing this. It was so covered in little pieces of hair that weren't going to come off very easily. So don't do this wearing the shirt that you are planning to go out in immediately after with. Now make really certain that you don't accidentally snip your fingers with these razor sharp hair scissors. Your fingers obviously bleed a lot and you don't want to be running off for a band-aid with your hair half cut. Once you get that last strand, you just can run your fingers and probably your comb too through your hair. Make sure there weren't any bits of hair that were tangled up in your head or tangled up in your hair that are still hiding in there or that started maybe bunching up as they were air drying. Because then, as you can see, they stick out from the rest of your hair, so they need to be snipped right away so that you have even looking hair. Run the comb or brush through it for good measure. Once you see it's all even, you can go and blow dry and style it as usual. Even after I blow dried it, I think I found a few stray strands in there. So keep your hair scissors handy. And there you go, cutting your own hair.